Hey everybody, Mazrinth here. Today we're playing some Total War Troy. We're going to be playing as Ajax. We have a couple mods going. One is Radious, Total War. I also have a couple that are more flavor. Um, I have one that reduces the favor decay of the gods. I have one that adds build slots for the main settlements of every province in the game, and also all general types are unlocked, as you can see here. Campaign difficulty is set as veteran, battle is normal, time limit is unlimited for battles. Um, we have the Mythos, Ajax, and Amazon DLCs all going, and with all that said, let's rise to greatness.
Are we mere playthings of the gods? Or do we plead divine influence to justify our foolish choices?
He's taken her! He's taken my wife! You've risked the safety of Troy.
Troy is my home now.
You have my oath, brother. She will be returned to you. Brother, I can fight! Go. Seek shelter. There'll be plenty of fighting ahead.
Helen's flight was a grave wound to Achaean pride. King Menelaus will have his revenge. And his brother will have his war with Troy, just as the gods intended.
On the island of Salamis, Ajax, son of Telamon, musters his men to protect the Danaans in their hour of need. And so over here we can see Ajax, of course, with his tower shield, and his half-brother Teucer, who was a famous archer. Pretty good duo.
Mighty Ajax, it is time to take your place at the forefront of the Achaean host.
Brother, your foolish passion has doomed us.
The island of Salamis breeds proud and prudent fighters, independent in spirit, yet willing to ally with Agamemnon and aid the Achaean cause.
None can stand against the bulwark of the Achaeans.
You have recently taken the settlement of Megara, but beware the men of powerful Athens who would curb your ambitions in the region. Whilst your attention was elsewhere, the pirates of Achaeus launched a raid and captured the Isle of Aegina. Now their ships menace Salamis itself. Retake Aegina and run these sea wolves down. Even with such challenges at your door, you will not abandon an ally in need. King Menelaus of Sparta has been wronged and must have his vengeance.
Paris of Troy must pay!
It is your destiny, Ajax the Great, to shield your allies with undaunted fervor and defeat all who march against you.
Alright, so how they play, they have a couple mechanics that we'll go over as we experience them together. The Path to Greatness, the Warrior of Renown, and Paragon Warriors. The Paragon Warriors are similar to Diomedes, who was the other character in the Ajax and Diomedes DLC. But, so Ajax cannot recruit specific units from the Paragon. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I mean in the sense that they're not units that he gets to choose what the Paragons are. whereas Diomedes can only train units that he can recruit and grant them Paragon abilities. Ajax, his Paragons are what they are, and you can't decide them. I hope that makes more sense. So we have our first battle up here that we're gonna get to, and our second target is this province here. I always like to start out with a prayer to Zeus. Whoops, sorry. Wrong thing. And because we have that reduction in loss of favor mod going, I can do the Hecatomb on turn 1. And we'll be going for stone, because we can get plenty of port cities over here. And in regards to the intro that I let play, I will be adding a chapter in the
Ajax,
video when
the
I
Great.
upload it
Into the
to
fray.
skip that part, if you would like. Not sure what you guys would prefer. So, alright. Let's hop in and start this battle. So, I will, when we experience load screens like this, I'll do my best to be skipping them. Hate fighting in rain. Dry. Perfect. So, this is our first campaign battle. Shouldn't be too hard. Turn off skirmish. And let's jump in. Send in Ajax. And I'm personally a fan of speeding up the battles, so I will be doing this from time to time. If it bothers you, you would like me to do it more, not as much, please let me know in the comments. So, Ajax is about in range for chucking stones with his Heraclean throw ability. I'm going to slow this back down.
Your warriors have spotted hidden foes.
Our swordsman can go after those young spears. These club warriors. Gotta make sure our skirmishers get around. And we're actually going to be sending our giants against their slingers once they get around here. Whoops, sorry,
The foe
forgot
has
about
sighted
Ajax.
your hidden units.
So we're getting in a flanking position over here. Sorry, this first battle was pretty sloppy. Marines are getting chewed up pretty bad. But I need to get these skirmishers on those giants. See if we can peel these guys out.
Your hero is under attack.
What? He's supposed to have been fighting this whole time. What are you doing, Ajax? Send those swordsmen after these guys. See if we can pull the skirmishers out.
Your warriors are losing heart.
This frustrates me. How I have one unit locked on, chasing, and this happens a lot with Troy, I've noticed lately. That units that are faster than other units will never be able to catch them. And not exactly sure what's going on with it. I think it has to do with the speed versus the charge animation, but
Don't hold back! Masters of war!
don't know. It's quirky like that.
Your death! Masters of war!
Gotta get those giants taken care of.
Ajax!
Victory is close enough to taste.
This went a lot worse than I thought it would. Oh well. We're not gonna lose any units.
I'll paint the ground with your guts.
Ajax, you're about halfway. Yeah, we won't be able to get an air stand. Oh. I really
By
can't
the
that
numbers.
because I won't even
Ajax
get a level.
the Great. A giant among men. Without fail.
Oh well. We can do some construction. Can't afford the Temple to Zeus right now, so we're gonna leave that be and carry on. So, another thing is if you guys would like me to skip the end turns and most negligent diplomacy deals, I will be trying to do that after this first turn, just to conserve the footage and stuff, give you guys the interesting stuff, not everything. So
Truest friend, deadliest enemy.
let's get
I
some more
will.
guys going. Our front line, I'm gonna get rid of these Island Club warriors. Well, actually they're a free unit I didn't have to recruit, so we'll keep them until we're done with this next battle. We'll build the altar of Zeus, and like I said, we're gonna get a lot of diplomacy done here, so see you guys on the other side. Alright, we're back. So, with all our diplomacy out of the way, we're recruiting,
Bulwark of the Achaeans.
we have our construction going. Let's carry on to the next turn. So, we have our first mission completed. Construct any building. We'll get that done next turn. We'll upgrade the ammo building first. Getting ranged units with
Righting
more ammo.
wrongs.
I loved ranged units. If you can get a faction with strong ranged units, they're probably my cup of tea. So next turn we'll be taking that, and we'll go in, see what other good deals we can make, if any. That's not high enough. I hate doing military allies. Not a whole lot, so. Another thing I like to do in the early game is, if possible, since we have the gold income, and we have a good stockpile of food going, I like to keep a prayer to
I
Aphrodite
seek
up as
your
well.
aid, O gods.
She gives happiness and growth, as well as Zeus. Those are my two starting prayers that I like to focus on.
Defending the righteous.
Until you need to recruit a priestess, at which point I like to have Apollo up at tier 1. And that typically happens when your second hecatomb is available. So, here we go. Alright. So, we had another mission successful for the construct any building. Prayer was answered, a thriving settlement.
I never falter.
Now, here's something that I am not sure whether you guys will like or not. If you want to see more battles, please let me know.
Go at them.
If not, typically, unless it's a battle where I know I can do better,
The spoils of war.
I will generally auto-resolve because it
A
makes
giant
things faster.
among men.
If you would like that to change, please let me know. We're gonna go with the Radius. Sorry, we get 2 skill points, and I'm going to go with Immovable Force with the Radius. The charge defense, yeah. Most of the time, you're already charging in this game. So let's repair all this stuff. Still have our prayers up. We can do a commandment. And we can recruit.
Scourge of
1, 2, 3,
foes.
4.
Yes.
I like having the spearmen from my front line. And since we have 150 gold, I can actually switch this to Apollo, which will grant us the recruit rank of priestesses, and then to Aphrodite, which will give us 10 diplomatic relations and 200% effects to all organized games. It's very powerful, especially in the early game. And we'll carry on. This mission, The Returned, and there's going to be another 2 like it. These are actually part of the Mythos DLC. You will get several smart armies that spawn around your home province. And one is from Cerberus's faction, one is from the Griffin's faction, and the other is from the Hydra's faction. During this campaign, we will most likely be going for the Hydra. As I said before, I prefer ranged units, and the Hydra also has regeneration, which are like my 2 favorite things. Health regen and range damage. We'll get this up to a full stack before we head out.
It shall
1, 2, 3. We'll sit there and let that recruit upgrade that settlement. So here we got our cult level up, and so our priestesses will be. Now wait, why is that? Level 6? Oh, that's right. Because he also gives the recruit rank to agents, so they're getting from 1 to 3, and then also with his cult buff, he gets 3 levels to the recruit rank, so from 3 to 6. Sorry, I confused myself there. We need another prayer for Zeus rolling.
Lead me, divine ones.
We can upgrade this. We do not have the gold to change it again, but we do not have the mission for recruiting a hero. So I will hold off on that. So, we got this mission complete. This mission is also complete. Now we have our gold that we can change our tempo around. So we'll go grab Aphrodite. So, and since we're building the temple, we'll get 100. That'll put her in tier 1. For Zeus, we'll do the Hecatomb,
The sacred fire.
and then after Aphrodite goes up to tier 1, we'll get Zeus up to tier 2. And we have our 20 units. Got our full stack. Ready to go. Heading out. We're going to conquer this province. And after we do that, I think we will end this first part. So, we have construction available. And we'll do the port. Ooh, we can also afford this. Awesome. Alright. So, over the end turn, I haven't been checking diplomacy, but Menelaus is also offering us military access for a single trade of bronze Typically, I prefer to do barters. I just wanted to showcase this to you guys. I will not be accepting this. And yeah. Oops. We actually moved out a little too
Ready
early
for war.
because his first epic mission, Shield of the Achaeans, is to move to Aegina, which we just left.
Defending the righteous.
So we're gonna head back.
Upping the pace.
And I hate losing movement like that. So we'll put him on double time.
Landfall. Ship coming in. Landfall. I never falter.
Ugh. Whole turn wasted.
Certainly.
And they're gonna keep building up. Alright. Is it time? We'll get a prayer to Aphrodite up.
And ask your blessing.
That'll be next turn. 2-2-2. I would like to get... Now, actually, let's check real quick. So that's only island skirmishers. No thank you. But if we do get it up to the building itself to tier 2, which is at tier 3, we get some slingers. One of my favorite units in the game, Tusser's Bowman. As long as Ajax's frontline units over here. Since it's an early game, we're not too concerned about the tier of our military. We'll get our minor settlements up first. Unassigned skill points.
A giant among men.
Also, with Radious mod, it unlocks most of these abilities, except for toggleable, usable abilities. I'm not sure why this one didn't lock. But, yeah. We have some Boeotian trespassers. Don't worry, I'm coming for you guys soon. Yeah. We will carry on to our next. Actually, let's make
I
a
look
deal
forward to
with
hearing what you have to say.
Aggie Boy. No. Too much of a jump. And for the early game, I typically like to prioritize getting the wood for building and upgrading and
Without question.
the like. So, yeah. Okay. I'll see you guys next.